I think one of the worst aspects of this, and this is not a woe is me hour or anything like that. I'm very fortunate, make no mistake, but it's constantly being portrayed as someone who doesn't believe the things that he believes. I woke up this morning with vengeance in my heart. Look at that. Absolutely destroyed Bingle there. Came in hot. Easy buckets. Laughters all around. High fives all around. This is what I make up for this by... I have to do this to him because otherwise it's like if he gets higher ranked than me on Marvel Rivals and he starts acting different, I need to remind him. You know what I mean? Is your 3-pointer good? It's fine. What are the straps you wear on your knees? They're just tendon braces, and it's probably placebo, but it makes me feel better about my knees. You did more damage than Ellum last night? Yeah, I mean, I know, but still. I mean, Ellum is also bad. He's just as bad as I am, okay? Here were some of my numbers last night. I mean, this was not good, though. This was my game where I did 15 and 2. That was not a very good game. There was another game that I had, I dropped 27 or something. But yeah, my Marvel Rivals stats lines are not too bad, I think. I mostly play tank, obviously. My KDA on tank is 273. My KDA on duelist is 1-4. I got 50 Ws with tank. I haven't been able to get out of gold 3. I thought I was gold 2, but I haven't been able to get out of gold 3. My win rate is at 56%. My KDA is 2.56. It's not too bad. My top hero is Venom. My second top hero is Iron Fist. My Doctor Strange win rate is crazy. What is this? Maybe I should do more Doctor Strange, honestly. Noko carrying your ass. You need to learn positioning. Okay, you're talking about just last night's games. I've played with Noko twice so far. Calm down. You will climb that win rate. You just got to put more time in. Yeah. Chatter's so aggressive. It's because it's gaming related content. Gaming related commentary. Chatters are like, this is my pocket. Yeah. Also fit check right here. Still haven't been able to figure out how to actually wear this jacket. This was sent to me. I don't know how to wear this jacket. It's got a bunch of things on it. It's like a kimono jacket. I wore the pants before for the red carpet. It's actually pretty good. I'm seeing Bradley podcast clips of you already. Oh wait, really? Did he launch that? Did he launch that already? Because I'm excited. I thought it was a really good conversation. It was supposed to be an hour long. We did it for 2 hours, as always. Whenever I sit down with Brad, I just keep yapping and I never stop. Oh, it's out already. Oh my God. It's premiering. It almost
feels like, as long as we're owning the libs.
Damn, I didn't even realize that Bradley Martyn pod was up already. Bradley Martyn clips popping off already. Damn, there's so many clips already out. That's crazy. I wish it was like Sweden, where we pay more taxes but get a lot of stuff free, like college, public transportation. I've said 1,000 times, but my tax dollars went to healthcare and education instead of the military. I pay double in taxes. I think people on both sides of the aisle can agree on this. Taxes are theft.
I know I'm unique in this, and people.
Hopefully, some good clips will come out of this. Was Bradley receptive to what you had to say / your conversation? Yes. I think it's a pretty good convo overall. Hopefully his audience is receptive to it. I tuned in and I saw Hasan making sense here and I hate the guy. Speaking of podcasts, last episode was fantastic. Thank you. I thought as well. Ray's coming back to Twitch. Your career is over. Why? We will collab more.
Thoughts on people saying that streaming isn't a real job?
It really isn't.
It isn't. It is and it isn't. It really depends on how much work you want to put into whatever you're doing.
There's only one streamer that I know personally that has it somewhat rough, but it's his own choice.
Like who?
I would never trade places with Hasan.
Oh.
Ever in a million years. I don't care how many subs he has, how much money he makes. I would never, ever want to be a political Twitch streamer.
Don't you think?
That shit is the most cancerous.
Yeah, this is pretty common among other streamers as well. They look to my side of this universe as like a sadistic infestation of the worst kinds of attitudes. Like they have to deal with like a lot of parasocial shit too, will they, won't they's, stalkers, people trying to with them. That's fine. Every streamer has to deal with that. Because streaming in terms of like entertainment is in the lowest rung. Okay. Streaming as a form of entertainment is the lowest rung of entertainment. We have it ranges from like being a Twitch streamer to being like a professional athlete, rapper, musician, model, all the way at the tippy top would be like the highest paid actors, right? And I would say that when you have when you're streaming political commentary, because of the nature of this content, because of the nature of the medium, like streaming across the board, you're opening yourself up to all that parasocial shit. And also on top of that, the additional toxicity that comes from politics. And also, if you're on the left side of politics, your enemies are much more vicious too. You get it from every side. You get it from other leftists who have minor ideological differences with you. And those marginal differences are the greatest problems that no one can ever overcome. And then on top of that, you get this onslaught of shit, sometimes from mainstream media, but oftentimes from right wingers that come from mainstream media, all the way to, you know.
First thing I've ever seen in my life.
But don't you think he's like a fish in the water with what he's doing? Do you think it's like, do you think it's a job for him?
Yeah, he's the only one who's, you know, crazy enough to do that shit.
No, I mean like the daily average.
What do you mean?
I bet there are certain aspects that
Doesn't help that right wingers have a ton of money they can invest in harassing you. Yeah. Leftists are alone with zero political power or influence. Yes, there is no institutional backing for leftists as well, because you're outside of like the liberal sphere. One, you're outside of the sphere of liberal orgs, right? Because they consider you to be antagonistic to their existence. And you're certainly outside of the interests of right wingers in general.
no, I mean like the daily average.
What do you mean?
I bet there are certain aspects that feel like work to him, but the average streaming that he does, watching news, talking about politics, talking about certain...
So you mean him fighting with his chat 12 hours a day? You think that's fun?
Well, define fun. I think it's just something that gives him fulfillment.
You think, you know, constant death threats every day fun?
Well, that is something that's obviously... that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
I think one of the worst aspects of this, and this is not a woe is me hour or anything like that. I'm very fortunate, make no mistake, but it's constantly being portrayed as someone who doesn't believe the things that he believes. It's so frustrating to be like serially, deliberately misunderstood. You know what I mean? It's so incredibly annoying where people just like put words in your mouth over and over again, especially when, I mean, I'm live 10 hours a day. My average is what, 7.5 hours this year, almost every single day. Like, you can tune in and figure out what my worldview is pretty quickly. I just hate when I'm misrepresented over and over again, and then people just like shove that false context, and it doesn't matter. It does not matter what the truth is, and it is so unimaginably frustrating. Like, yeah, it's not even a misunderstanding; it's reframing, so your message falls flat. Exactly. Do you find it difficult to genuinely change your opinion on stuff when people constantly look for hypocrisy? No. If there's something that I change my framework on or change my opinion on with new information, I don't think that that is hypocritical. I think that that is normal and that is the right thing to do. And I used to always get real mad at people who would say, you're backtracking. And it was like, no, this is new information that I've received, so I'm changing my opinion. And I used to yell at people who would consider that to be backtracking. That's just like debate lord shit. It's called learning. It's called growth. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And I'm also pretty open and honest about the growth that I've experienced. I even talked about it with Bradley Martyn, the Bro Tips videos. He brought him up because he saw it and he was like, you're based in those videos.